I wanted to go through my project bag for the ZOE shirt because I will cast it on now that I am doing the decreases for the Harlow hat. I really want to get my ZOE shirt cast on. So I have it in this bag from Temu. It's just like a embroidered granny tote bag. I love this bag so much. So anyway, I got my needles, although I believe these are 3.25s, which are not what I need for this shirt. I'm pretty sure I still need 4mm for the body. The pattern calls for 4.5, but I'm gonna do 4 because I like that gauge. I'm still using the Tin Lena in the light beige. So I know holding this stuff double that I like a 4mm needle with this stuff. So I'm gonna do that. So I've got my 5 skeins of that ready to go. And then I've got my new stitch markers ready to go. They are so cute. Sunflowers are my favorite. So I will have a video, not my next, maybe it is my next, depends how I feel, but I think maybe my next crochet vlog will be me crocheting some potted plants, because I got a bunch of potted plant patterns and I would love to have potted crochet plants around my house of different like leafy plants and sunflowers. Yeah. And I think it's such a nice gift too for other, you know, ladies in your life and stuff. So anyway, I want to make a vlog of like crocheting flowers because I think that would be really fun. Yeah, so like look for that coming up. I'm sure I will do it soon because it's the time of year to crochet stuff like that. So anyway, that's my project bag for this. Yeah, I'm ready to cast on. I can't wait to have my next summer top on my needle. So we have our first update for the ZOE shirt, and so you knit the back panel first, right? To a certain length or row, and I counted the rows for my size and knit those. And I just, you know, it's knitting flat. You don't really need to do anything crazy. So I didn't really consult the pattern. I didn't see that there's actually a measurement because I'm always off on row gauge. I don't think I'm ever with the designer on row gauge. I'm always way off of row gauge. So it's supposed to be from your cast on edge, I don't know, we'll say 5 inches. It's not 5 inches, but we'll say it's 5 inches. And I was like 6. I was like a full inch over for the 40 something rows that you're supposed to knit for my size. And I kind of was like, it was not the middle of the night. It was like 10 p.m. And I was like, I'll just keep going, you know, like who cares? It's not a huge deal. I'll just keep going because I just wanted to get to the increases and start knitting for like the armhole, like it extends out, right? Not really realizing like in the morning when I woke up and I was like, okay, like I was doing dishes in the morning like I normally do, standing there just thinking about my knitting from last night. And I kind of just thought like, it probably is important to just go by the measurement versus the row count because it's going to be too long in the underarms. And like, I know I probably have deeper underarms than, I think I'm knitting the same size as the designer has in her pictures. the thing is, if I were to, I usually do like my underarms to drop down a little bit more than the average person. I do have bigger arms than the average woman my size with my bust size. So I don't mind, like I hate when fabric's like up here in my armpit. I hate it, especially when it's hot, which is likely when I'm gonna be wearing this knit. So I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, do I just go with it? Or should I rip back, stick with the 5 or so inches that it asks for and just not do the row count? I don't know. I've already started my increasing outwards for the underarms. I mean, I tried to like hold it up to the back of my neck. If I can do that, I'm gonna have to frog. I'm gonna have to frog it. There's really nothing. There's no other choice. I have to frog. So that kind of sucks. Not super happy that I have to frog it already. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was really mindless knitting. I knit for an evening and I got here. So it's, you know, even if I do rip back, intuition is telling me to rip back, maybe add like 1/4 of an inch to, or 1/2 an inch even, to what the pattern's asking, since I do know that I like it to be a little bit deeper. I don't want like a muscly man top, you know, like muscly man, go to the gym. I want this still to be feminine, but I do have to keep in mind that there is going to be like almost an inch of ribbing around the armholes too, right? Which is going to bring it up as well in the underarm. Oh boy. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking I'll do. I'm going to rip back. Maybe I'll put a lifeline in first at the measurement at the row that I have to rip back to. And then that way, because that takes 2 seconds to do. And then that way I know exactly when to stop. And then right from there, I'll start the increases for the armhole shaping. And then when I join in the round and I like can actually put it over my shoulders, it's not a huge deal then if I have to rip back. Like I could still rip back and take out some some increases, right? Without ruining the front. You know what I mean? Like if I start knitting those front panels and then I join in the round for everything, and it's a button up, right? So I can easily try that on. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna rip back. So step 1, we're gonna rip back. We are gonna see, maybe add 1/2 an inch to the length that she's asking for. I don't think I should go more than that, especially knowing that my row gauge is, you know, my row gauge is way longer, so maybe I shouldn't add anything. Or should I take away? Because my row gauge is so off and I need to have the right stitch count when I join. So many thoughts. It's like designing a whole new pattern now. This is why I do so much like freestyle, self-drafted stuff, is because I usually have to do this kind of stuff anyway when I'm knitting from a pattern. At least it's simple and it's quick, so it's not a big deal. I will frog this probably in the car today. I have to go get my hair fixed. It's not terrible actually. It's kind of toning down a little bit and looking like normal, but this is all my natural up here. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna get that toned down a little bit, or maybe get some more highlights thrown in so it blends. Anyway, getting my hair fixed today. And then I think I probably have to wait like an hour in the car at least. So I'll wait for an hour in the car, and while I'm in the car, I will frog what I have to frog and get my needles put back in. And then I'll start my increases again for the underarm shaping. And let's hope that this is what I need to do. Because 32 rows is that much. 32 rows is that much knitting. that much knitting. That's a lot of knitting. So you add on your increases. I'm gonna have to go do it like that. You add on the increases to that. I mean, it would hit like here, which is like 3 inches under my underarm. It's a little bit too much, right? So should I take off an inch? Definitely have to think about this for a little while because I might have to take off some because my row gauge is so wildly different from hers. My stitch gauge is on point. My row gauge is so off. Or do I start over with a smaller needle size, go down a needle size? But then my stitch gauge might be too, I don't know. But it's easy to cast on more stitches in the underarm though. This is so long clip. This is such a long clip. Yeah, okay. We're gonna figure it out. I think I'll let you know what I do after I do it because I have to mull this over for a little bit. Okay, bye. Okay, so little update. I am sitting in the car, just waiting for my hair appointment, sitting in a church parking lot. Trying to enjoy this hot, muggy day. Ugh. Anyway, I've decided to rip back. I have picked up my stitches. I have all 70 on there, and yeah, we're gonna rip back because I was actually only half an inch off on row gauge for the 40 some odd rows that I had to knit, which isn't terrible. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, but I was a little bit off on stitch gauge as well. I think I was off by 3. So not a huge deal. I'm just gonna go down a size. I think is gonna be, the size small is my bust pretty much exactly. I'm 38 inch and it's 37.25, which on a shirt like this is great to be a little snug in the bosom. So being off by a little bit on stitch gauge, it's gonna give me the size medium that I wanted. So it might end up being still like a little bit bigger than I want. But for a button-up tank top, it's okay, I think, if it's a little bit looser. I think that's kind of the style too. Like, it won't be sweater vest loose, but it's not gonna be like skin tight either. It'll fit kind of like my tank tops did. So that's what we're gonna do. I have, oh my gosh, look at my dirty floor. I have inserted my needles. I've taken them out of the top, so that's all live. I'm going to frog now. And I hope this is the answer I've been looking for, going down a size. So I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so I had to completely restart, which is fine. I decided to go down to a size small. So my row gauge was off by so much. And if I went down to needle size, then my stitch gauge would be off. So I decided to do the most yarn saving option, which would be to stick with the needle size that I had, which is 4mm, and just go down one size. So I know that the size small pretty much is my bust measurement, but I wanted a little bit of ease. So this will give me, since I'm off by, I think I'm off by 1.5 stitches, it'll give me a little bit of ease. Like, it'll probably end up giving me an inch and a half of ease, which is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't want to be too deep in my underarm pits, right? And look like a muscly man top. So here's the back panel. This is my cast on edge and where it will be at the top, which I think that's perfect, right? Because then here's like where my shoulders start to slope. That gives me like an 1.5 inches. So I can just do like 3/4 of an inch of ribbing. It should be perfect. And then here's where we have our increases on this side and then increases on this side. All done. It's on hold now. And I will just have to start casting onto here. There's some short rows to like shape, you know, the front. And then of course the increases. It'll be great. It'll be great. I'm gonna cast on sometime today because I've got some errands to run with my daughter, and then hopefully I can get some knitting time during nap time if that opportunity arises. But anyway, hey. So I just wanted to pop on here and do a quick little update on, oh no, okay, no, we're okay. I thought I pulled some stitches there, but we're actually good. Okay, so I have done quite a bit since I've last popped on here, because this is just flying off the needles so quickly, even with, like, I feel like I just cast on, even with having frogged the entire first back panel that I did. So I just forget how tangly this gets with the 2 strands and all of the stuff you have to put on hold. And so there's the back panel on hold, and then I am almost through the left front panel, and then I'll be able to, I'm not joining in the round because it's like buttoned up, but you know, I'll be able to do the underarms and then actually try this thing on for size and see where we're at. But yeah, anyway, it looks really good. I'm really quite happy with it so far. And yeah, so far the sizing feels good now. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go down a needle size. I just went down to a size small, and that seems to be the answer for everything. There's like a little bit of short row wedging right here to help shape. It looks really good. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to finish this. So it'll definitely be done for my birthday because it's June 21st now. My birthday's July 16th. So I will have this done for sure for my birthday, unless I hit like a little plateau kind of thing when I finally join, you know, when you're just knitting straight for ages. But I feel like that's the best relaxing. This is why I also, side note, this is why I also went down to just 1 whip at a time, because then when you hit those like things where you're like, oh, it's boring, I just want to like put it aside and not touch it, you're less likely to do that because that's all you have to knit on, right? So I feel like this is really going to help me to get this done as well, and kind of maybe have more FOs, right? I feel like if I have more FOs, then you ride like the wave of your last FO, and it's really exciting. And yeah, anyway, I got my hair fixed too, so very happy with it. I mean, it probably doesn't look really that different from what I did before I even got my hair done in the first place. But I'm much happier with it than I was with the streak. Anyway, very excited with this. I can't wait to try it on. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I guess I'll see you at the next update, hopefully when it is all, you know, joined for the body. Hey. Hey. Mr. Pooh. Mr. Pooh. So update time. I am frogging. Look at all these little curly cues. I am frogging my first 2 rows of the ribbing because the pattern says to go down to a 3mm needle for the ribbing, and I like to do twisted rib always because I feel like it just holds its shape over time. It really doesn't stretch out. So yeah, I went down to 3.5 originally, and it just wasn't enough. So we're gonna frog this, and we're gonna go down to 3.25, I think that'll be perfect with the twisted rib. I think it'll give me exactly the gauge that I need for this. And yeah, then I got 2 inches-ish of ribbing to do. And then we're done the body, and I can move on to just the armholes and the neckline and the button band and all that stuff. Now we are ready to start the ribbing again. fit check because here we are. I love it so much. I'm so happy with my buttons. They look really contrasty. I don't know what the word is. They look way more bold on camera than they are in person. In person, they're a little bit more beigey, pink, pearlescent, but yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm very happy with this choice. I ran out to Fabricland this morning to grab buttons because I just wasn't sure about my brown button choice. But anyway, we got a fit check. I think the height's just perfect. I normally, like I said, around my navel, which is, you know, clearly right there. And like, yeah, it does have a boxy fit, which for me, since I'm not, like I am boxier, I don't have like a, you know, super hourglassy figure. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. I feel good in it. I really like it. The arms are a little bit low here, but like when my arms are down, like if I'm not like, woo, you know, if my arms are down, it's not, you know, there's really nothing, there really is nothing wrong with that kind of depth. I did want to mention, I chopped my hair off. A solid 8 inches of hair is gone. I have never felt better about that decision. My hair could brush through it in like 2 seconds after I shower now. It's amazing. Yeah, I feel great about it. Anyway, in regards to this, I really do love it. I'm really, really, really happy with it. This solidified just like the edging and everything, just like, it's just so clean. I'm just really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. It was super enjoyable again. I mean, Caidree, her patterns are amazing. I will say I did misread the needle size for the ribbing here, but honestly, it really doesn't look bad at all. But I think I'm gonna wear it for a bit first because I think I'm 2 sizes too big on this for the needle here. Whereas this I got perfect. So I wouldn't mind this matching this, but on camera you can't tell. And I'm like, what if I do go through the process of fixing the arm ribbing here, tightening up, like going, I think it's 1 needle size actually that I have to go down. I have to go from a 3mm to a 2.75. If I do that and it really doesn't look any different and it's not any tighter, then it'll just be like a waste of my time to have done it. So I think I'm going to wear it first. I'm going to wear it out. We're gonna go on a little trip here soon, family trip to Niagara Falls. Nothing crazy, but I'm going to wear this out to dinner and maybe one day, you know, hanging out with my baby and my best friend, and well, my husband does work stuff. And I'm gonna just wear it for a little while. It usually takes like 3 or 4 wears before I know what I would fix a second time. At least I know, like for the body is what it is. It's just the ribbing here that I'm not sure about. Easy to fix. I have enough yarn left over and I have 2.75mm 16-inch needles. So if I need to do that, it can be done. I'm not super concerned about it. But yeah, anyway, one more time. It's so nice. It fits, like it always lays a little bit longer in the back, but it fits really nicely. I really, really like it. The top. Yeah, I'm really liking it. And I can't wait to wear it out. So thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, so there's my ZOE shirt vlog. I hope you also want to go make one because it is so much fun getting to pick out buttons to go with your yarn. So yeah, I have another one I'm gonna do now. I already got the buttons for it, but who knows, I might last minute right before I sew them on decide to go buy new ones. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do a brown one as well, which I think is the hazelnut color. Same Santa's Garden Tinlina held double. That's what I'm gonna do again. And yeah, I can't wait to have a brown one. Then I'll have like 2, a dark neutral and a light neutral, and then you know, I can wear them underneath cardigans in the wintertime as well. Like they're like an all year round garment. I don't know why I don't do tank tops more often, because they really are like an all year round garment. It's not like sweaters are only like winter. You don't wear sweaters in the heat, but you can wear this in the heat on its own, or you can wear it under a cardigan in the wintertime. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm definitely gonna get this done again in brown, and then I'm gonna do the moon column tank, also by Caidree, in the slate colorway, which is not tin Lena held double. It's just the Lena on its own, which I have not used yet. I really do like the tin Lena double. I just think it's so soft, but it's also like, it feels durable. Whereas I don't know if the Lena is as durable, but they didn't have the slate in stock in the tin Lena at True North Yarn. So that's okay. We're gonna do the Lena and we're gonna see how it works. But yeah, anyway, I'm loving it. It's so cute. And yeah, so we'll see about this. I don't know yet. We're just gonna wear it for a while, and then, because it looks really good on camera. Like it really doesn't bother me on camera. And like the underarm coming down here is a little bit like, I don't know. It should be like up here, right? But it's a little bit down here, which makes me think maybe going to a smaller needle will help. But if it doesn't, then what a waste of time. I don't know. We'll see. Not a big deal. It probably only takes me an hour to do each one. So like at the end of the day, it's really not a big deal. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next vlog or podcast. Bye.